Hello, cuties. It's time for another episode of Alan Wake. I know you've been waiting for a little bit, so let's just get right into it.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island
A
there
lot of
owned by a guy
exposition.
called Thomas
My goodness.
Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Interesting.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Finally. So that Agent Nightingale. He's gonna make an appearance in
Gets
Alan
better.
Wake too.
A local girl,
I'm so
Barbara
excited to
Jagger,
play that.
drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Barbara.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway,
Also,
Al,
I love
just get
Barry.
to the best part. All of the articles
such a
about this
cutie.
stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
This story really loves its writing. They purposefully put a man with a bum leg just to walk slow so they can have exposition.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Alright, let's see what Rose has been up to.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
If anybody started talking like that,
Hey,
How would you
this
ever
is
trust
really
them?
good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry, She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started.
You must turn the lights on.
If Rose was still like the same and not under the influence,
To work, boy.
I feel like she would still do that. Just her crazed kind of fanfics and everything.
I
Look at
felt
this.
nauseous,
The whole
hungover.
shrine.
Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and
Is
more of her.
medicated to
I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save
Or
it.
this medicated hate? It's
She
still
knows
like
more of this than I do.
crazy
About the complex
title for a
incantation
book.
I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Alrighty. Well,
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road. Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
how am I gonna get Barry in the car? Can I just get a wheelbarrow? Wheel him in there? Dump him in the back?
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
Yeah, I had a, argument with Danny. You know Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, you know, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, you know, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today. And now I'm just alone here at the window, you know, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. You know, something's gonna happen. You know, I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure?
What the fuck? Oh my goodness. I didn't expect Pat May to play something like this. I just love listening to those little stories though. Every single little video. Oh, in the middle of the night, the manager's just there, I guess.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slade!
This is kind of over the top.
I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Did I mean kinda? I mean a lot.
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake! Come on! Take it easy on him!
Well, get after him! Don't let him get away! Move it! Move it!
It's gonna run out of run.
Let him get away!
2. There it goes.
There he is! We have the suspect in sight!
Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
He's looking!
No questions asked, just shooting.
Man out!
Whoa! Stop! Unlock it! Keep an eye out! God damn it! Where did he go? Look away! Keep an eye out!
Mr. Wade, you need some exercise. What kind of your party is?
He's gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
Oh, jeez. Hello. I don't think that's good.
What on earth is going on? My deputies tell me you fired at Wake and he didn't have a gun. You almost hit a civilian instead. Over.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this.
Well, make the time. You can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over.
I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my methods, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over.
You stay right where you are, Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out.
I kinda like what happens later in the game. I don't want to say anything else, so just give it away. Can you see them there?
Search the area.
You can. Kind of.
Stay sharp. This way. Over here.
standing. He's just doing his job.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
All because Agent Radio wanted to sue a writer.
I've lost contact with most of the men you assigned to me. It's Mike's doing.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket.
Hey!
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's
Come on! I feel like he dresses really nice.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Tweed jacket. I kind of want to get this jacket. It's a nice jacket. We will cosplay as Alan Wake.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
Well, yeah. Everything's on the up and up for Alan Wake. Oh. A really low-res gas station. There we go. Ooh, another radio.
This is James. Mulligan Thornton, come in.
Mulligan Thornton.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what are you doing? Come on!
Sit down and give me that. Jane, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Is that a fat joke? I think Barry is perfect the way he is.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
Let me see something. No? Well, okay. Just an old game. Older. It's not an old game.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
That's It's not full
Unnatural
dark
shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
I almost forgot. Hold on. After I get this gate, I'm gonna go and read those manuscripts. I don't think electricity's supposed to work like that.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Well, yep, that just fixed everything. It just seems like a waterfall. Oh yeah. Redo all these. So it's done, yeah.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting.
Yeah,
we stood on the wooden platform.
I think you did that one.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were...
Yep. Wait. There is...
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
You know, I kind of wish that I didn't have all these pages, and then we can just look at it as we pick it up. But I think that's okay.
There was no misunderstanding. Cauldron Lake was where Alice and I had stayed, but there was no cabin and no island. I was missing a week. What had happened to me? What had happened to Alice? I had to get her back. I couldn't face life without her.
Poor Mr. Wade.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about...
Okay, I think...
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Okay, I should make a note of these, to be honest.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had, how she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer, but those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble, and they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station. For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Interesting. It wasn't active before Helen came.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio.
That's
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Agent Nightingale's just such an asshole.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Okay. Let's just continue on. Before we get too lost in the manuscript pages. If there's any I miss, let me know. If I can cover it in the next episode. Or looks like in the next episode. Okay. There we go. Gone, foul beasts. Foul gates.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
All the deputies. Oh. What's that name?
And here's another call. You're on KBF-FM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no
Sounds
party.
serious.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Now we're in a western. Oh my goodness. Okay, now turn up. I've already said this before, but the sound of it. Soundtrack. Yep, soundtrack. It's the same thing. Go. One last one.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why it's
There he is.
with the trailer park.
What do you mean?
It's a trailer park. Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well,
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but
Wow.
my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
well, thank
Jeez.
you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt her.
Whoa, everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all
I love these references.
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Slow motion and everything. Every time.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
Oh my
I had fallen off
goodness.
so many cliffs it was
How
ridiculous.
many writers did
That's
you
what you
have?
get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Listen, I might as well just say Alan Wake at this point. It's just, if you have a list written down, he just pulls it out and like, I'm gonna say that one. I'm gonna say it. Next time I see him, he's gonna get it. Oh no. you're doing. I'm really sure.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Wrapping your own soul, Mr. Blue. Shotgun. Oh my goodness. Stop it. That's bad. Shut up. Oh. Yep, that's a page. Because there's gonna be a couple behind this one. Oh. Maybe it was such a trope that they just didn't put it in. I wonder if game designers are thinking of things like that. It's like, man. Like, man, I feel like I should add people here. Another guy's like, no, it's just too predictable. Oh, another one. Also these. Like he was talking about the work lights, but like...
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan. I'm so afraid. It keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
So interesting. After playing the second game and hearing these things back. Oh, I totally forgot what I was saying. Also, that's so creepy. Like, in these areas, you could just hear just breathing. Oh, stop. I was hoping to hear it again. That one. You hear that? Creepy. So creepy. Oh. Out for the nightly stroll. I wasn't even moving. This guy has really bad aim. Isn't it my revolver ammo? Yep. Oh, okay. Yep. There we go. I never use the batteries, only for certain parts of the game. I have 19 batteries. Like, I could, but
I could see a railway bridge up ahead and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
I think last time I played this, I didn't like this one.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path. That's it. I'm out of here. Oh, God. Aw, son of a gun. Some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Okay, so that's why I hate this part. This is gonna be interesting.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
He just
Some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there. darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
I just focused the exit.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but.
Nice.
The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Also, can't we? What if we just dual wield the revolvers? Alright. Oh. Oh my god. Man, I didn't play for a week and then. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Starting to get to the harder parts. Okay. True. Can you turn on? Oh.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, A Family Occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
I don't remember
Well, I'm
this
glad
one.
you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
It's a very bad porn opening.
Well please, Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young.
That's not great sound.
Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. Such quests.
I wonder what's gonna happen here. Hopefully nothing bad. That doesn't look too good. Christ. Can you keep up with fast? Definitely can push him out. This is very reverberated. Oh my goodness.
Always bear fruit.
That's not good. Here we go again. Just running them over. Oh, okay. Damn it.
Always bear fruit.
This is gonna be a fight. Goodness. Oh, it's not gonna matter. Oh.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now.
And here is a driving segment. Nope. Nothing else.
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Driving controls are really wonky. It's like it's on ice. Okay, I kind of want to investigate what this place is. Usually I just don't get out of the car. Oh, another video.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks,
Nothing
I
else.
want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big-shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass, not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
That was nice. Wait, what? You can drive this instead? Oh. That's cool. I can drive this instead. I always love classic cars. I mean, technically these are probably all classic, but new muscle cars I love. Another radio.
Welcome back to KBF-FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc,
It's a very
we're talking
small
about
tune.
life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
A
Well,
30
you
second,
were talking about that.
yeah,
I
30
was
second at
saying
most
I
tune.
don't buy it. Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? Hey, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Aww. I can't wait to grow old together with that special someone. She really completes me. Only for a few seconds that I was able to drive this thing.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Coal mine museum. Oh, hello. Oops. It's in the wrong button. Even though it's right there.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Wake!
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello! Ah! I'm gonna kill him!
Something there.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
I think this is the way I'm supposed to.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
How does he keep losing his revolver? Like, he has a full shotgun. Or wait, is that... whatever. It's just him pulling out the gun because he picked it up. Guys, let's shake it.
hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Of course. Wrong button. Just enough bullets. Don't. Of course. Bye, spooky guys. And some more ammo. Love it. There we go. There we go. Story is reaching its what's it called? Climax. My goodness. Oh, that was easy. Oh. The spooky red chair. Ooh. It's open enough.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Really? You think so? Actually, I've heard that they use a lot of flashbangs to light up the area. Maybe we should check on the manuscripts.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Interesting.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
I guess
the bulldozer's engine
spoilers.
roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
I love the writing. The writing is so good.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
What?
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Angry at Alice and Barry?
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Maybe there's more to Nightingale.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Who wants to stay in a cabin on the lake. It's just gonna sink into the water. Oh. That's a little late. I hope you cuties, I hope you cuties are doing good tonight. Oh, great. Filling this up with stockpile.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Yes, much bigger capacity. I'm gonna use the third one of these times. I like it. Where are you hiding? Let's switch back to the revolver. Save our shotgun ammo for much bigger enemies. Right as I... Oh, there we go. Ooh. Yes! I think I got an achievement for that. That's cool. I wanna... I guess it's just a naturally shaky game.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
Really? Oh, great. Come on. goodness. Oh, he's still just running around over there. Well, bye.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
There she goes. Excuse me. I guess I should be honest. Yeah? A haunted refrigerator and stove. Oh, you see? Their business weakness. Trees. And poles. Really? Like, another weakness is dainty wooden walls. That's not oh no. Going. There we go.
Key for the door.
Oh, there is a little mini map. I mean, I guess that helps. I just wish it was bigger. Ooh.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Hunting rifle. Oh, I don't want to switch it. I like my shotgun. Throwing a temper tantrum. Oh, goodness gracious.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Okay, buddy.
Birds.
More birds. I know some people like the birds, like not in this game, but birds in general. You know what? They're just so creepy to me. Not necessarily creepy, just weird. You know? I know they're hard pets to take care of. Danger, do not enter. There's dangerous birds after me, so I'm gonna enter the dangerous mode instead. Where are we going? What? I am blind. I must be seeing something. Yep, I am just really blind. The one way I don't turn. Interesting. I feel like there's just like a jump scare gonna come up.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain. Alice? I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
But I gotta get a manuscript page first. Goodness gracious, Alan. Gotta think of That's the main thing here. Since we're in a cave, so cave divers, right? They love being in cramped spaces and sometimes even, you know, go missing because they're lost diving in caves. I couldn't imagine doing that for fun. Like, it must be so claustrophobic. Yes, there's people that just don't have claustrophobia or anything like that. But like, the ground shifts in certain, like sometimes, and you just want to go crawling in there. You just might just die, just get crushed. It's like literally not your fault at all. It's just boom, there you go, you're gone. I don't understand. Oh, you're still gonna give me haunting? You guys keep making way for me. Thank you. I'm a cowboy. A pretty cowboy. Yeah, hot dog. Yeah, hot dog. Remembering a vine that my wife told me about. This cute little, what, I think it's like a Doberman?
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on.
Oxen?
Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
That's a like, little wiener dog, right? And there's just a tiny little weenie in his mouth. You guys like, got a hot dog there? You got a hot dog? It's just so cute. And he looks so proud of himself. What? I have to get on it, don't I? Okay, yeah, that should be good. And then, yeah. Is there gonna be a fourth? It's already weird that there's three. Is it weird that there's three controls for one elevator? Like, wouldn't there be a guy working the elevator and then goes wherever it needs? Oh, wait, what? Oh. Yeah. When I was younger, I wanted to be a game designer, right? Or just one of those like game testers or whatever. but it would be fun, but I know it's a lot of work. I would... Anyways, I would like to be I would have liked to be kind of like a game designer, but just more of a... No, that doesn't make any sense. Does it? Is there people who just like create, like direct people? Oh, there's people like that. They're called creative directors, I believe, at least. Or I would like to actually be making like these little animations or designs for games. such a big jump, Alan, for a little tiny gap. Focus, focus. Wow. This is some focus. Huh. Okay. My bet's okay now. I mean, I was already gonna bet that there's gonna be stairs and traveling across that elevator. Here they are.
Just great.
Even he understands. Where are you? I know you'll be coming in. The slowest cable car. Gotta reload. Oh my goodness.
Shit.
Yeah, no shit. Almost crushed. guess fine, I'll switch it. This is only giving me rifle ammo now. Not allowed. Three shots, 3 kills. They should label this game a walking simulator. Ah, asshole. It's not. Why does Alan, why does everything that Alan gets on just is the most wobbliest, just broken thing? Oh, this is a nice fight. I'm not dealing with this. Another cache. That's huge. Yep. Come on. Oh, there we go. Really? He just likes to be forceful with things. I feel like he can just easily have climbed over, but I guess not. Man, I haven't found a single... Wait, there's one thermos in the dream, and then this one. But everywhere in between, I don't think I found a single thermos. Can I open them? No. Oh, there we go. Promising. CW. Cynthia Weaver. Ooh. Oh, I wonder... Oh. What? Whoa. Easy peasy. We're still supposed to go up? Oh yeah. There we go. The Thornus.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
In the cage.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Wait! That you? Wake? Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
Oh.
No! Get away! I'm sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know.
What?
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see? To get him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. Ah!
What? Oh. He really survives miraculous things. What is this song?
Oh my, what a wretched life. I was born on the day that my poor mama died. I was cut from her belly with a Stanley knife. My daddy did a jig with...
Okay, that's a very interesting song. Well, I am going to end it here. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time, cuties. Mwah.